Good morning. It's still freaking morning. Holy smokes. Give me a second. I have to put on the rest of my bracelets. So I think the new exercise that Spirit wants me to engage in, actually Jesus Christ, for real. Jesus wants me to engage in this practice of saying, no, absolutely not, without the thank you. Maybe a thank you in gratitude for the opportunity to say no, to practice the two letters cohesively, firmly, with no confusion whatsoever. So that is what I'm doing. Welcome back to the best of the best, the wisest of the wise, practitioners of light and love, who reciprocate, obviously, on a norm, especially on their bad days, for sure. For that is a true judge of character. When you have to do a lot with very little. Yeah. Okay, so let's clear the energies, my dearies. Okay. So it's funny that this thing is not personal. But, you know, when somebody's staying up in my energy, there's no milk here that's for free, okay? You can't... No. Sometimes people want to test your patience, test your threshold, you know. After they test the waters, they think they can test, like, away. No. It's a no. So I shut doors. I close them. I realize that people are taking advantage with the least amount of inputs. So, I can spend my time with rose-colored glasses and wishful thinking, but I was just told that a solar eclipse is coming, the new moon in Aries. So we gotta shape up and let others ship out. I'm waiting for the most precious cargo available, my dearies. An exact energy match, not just the feel goods. No. So, it's coming up in a couple of days. You think I want to forego that opportunity? Hell no. No. So, we are going to go with the Shaman Tarot because I'm fucking powerful. And the Adventurous Tromsite Tarot. Thanks. Alright, Jesus, you know what's up. You've been here this, like, whole morning, so you know what's been going on here. So let's just get started with this. So what's ahead? Like, what do you want me to focus on? Like, if there's anything that you want to reaffirm, any key pointers that should be emphasized here with your backing, specifically what, I'm going to leave it open forum for you, because you know what you're doing, obviously. Yeah, let's figure out, what is it that Jesus Christ wants to say at this time, with regards to, what we just discussed here. Okay, these two cards. Ace of goodness gracious, staves. So that's Ace of Wands and Seven of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So Spirit, Jesus is saying you're doing it right. You're working your magic. You're opening up opportunities, not just here, but for your star families, the ones that are, even though they are far more evolved within their specific intricacies, I'm also opening up doors for them. It's like a surprise, a courtesy, like when you have your hands full and you're trying to walk through an entrance and somebody holds open the door for you. You know, that's essentially what I'm doing here, and they appreciate it. So you know what? My eyes are opened up to the deceit, and it's no more. It's no more. I'm not gonna fool myself into believing what, you know, what I would like to see, rather than what actually is. So, yeah, I should not be flattered by Captain Obviouses. You know, come on, give yourself a little credit here, Tina. Yeah, okay, it's the Death card, followed by the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the High Priestess that fell on the Ace of Wands. So it's knowing what's coming, essentially. The transformation is due. So it's like, kind of like ego death. You know, it's I tend to forget, because I'm not around as many people, that people will like you just simply because you're likable. Like, it's kind of obvious if you know, exude likable qualities. Like, why wouldn't anybody, you know, like you? Why wouldn't anybody find that attractive? So it's like kind of getting over that egoic phase of wanting to see, I guess, validation. I don't know if it's validation, but it's just like, I think I just kind of miss that excitement of you know, somebody really like getting it, not pretending to. So regardless, it's kind of like doing away with that, you know. What's on the what's just on the surface, because beneath it, freaking Ten of Pentacles, I know it. That's part of why I am so likable. It's not just the aesthetics, but like, you're literally like banking it. So, you know, what's not to like when it comes to security, stability, and that kind of a partnership. So it's like, it's a freaking no-brainer. I'm a winner. So, you know, just because it doesn't feel like I'm winning it doesn't mean that that's actually true. So we have Six of Wands. Okay. Victory in the coming. 3, the Empress. I can see that. 9 of Cups. You know, pleased as punch, or Sundays. The Sun card. Right behind that. Yeah, it's just knowing. This is Knight of Pentacles. Okay. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Star card. Okay. So, they're saying that I just bloomed as a star. Okay. However, it does take time for people to like see that shine as the sun. Okay, that's what these 3 cards are in the middle for. That you are harvesting those opportunities, that kind of wealth. But it does take some time for people to realize it as like, oh, you're not just a star, you're the sun. Wow, okay. You know, so it's that part of it. Okay. So it's just knowing. I don't know. I mean, I don't have to have my nose up in the air when it comes to this stuff. It's just, I forget. Jesus is saying these things. Gosh, Jesus has a ish load to say. 1, Ace of, okay, Ace of Cups, I believe. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Wow. Prince, or Knight of Swords. Okay. The Tower moment. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. 3 of Wands. Lust, or the Strength card. Holy smokes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. The Magician card in reverse. King of Wands. And then the Hermit card in reverse. Okay. Gosh, this is a lot. So what do you want to say, Jesus? What am I supposed to pull from this? So other than knowing it, okay. So what they're saying, there's like, this is a refresher on how fast things are moving, okay? That there's basically an inundation, you know, like an avalanche, except with water here, of truth, okay? Truth be told, it's a fountain of truth is what I'm seeing. It's just like it's overflowing, like people are basically vomiting their truths right before me. And I know this through the Claire sentience, Claire, like all of that stuff. I know based on that, as well as the paired surface level activities. Because waiting for a callback was almost like I gave my number to, this is the vibe of it, that I gave my number to somebody when I usually don't give my number out. Because they expressed interest, but I don't know, like, and then waiting for that call back, like it's they wait the 2 days, and then you realize by like the day, like the very beginning, the waking moment of the second day, that they're not going to call back. Like you kind of just know. So Knight of Cups in reverse, yeah, that like in hindsight, looking at where the interest was, like, I don't penalize people for having, you know, going through the cycles of like the human condition with desires, but when it comes to like, you just know when you're being led on, right? And they label it as something different, you know. It's nothing personal. Oh my God, are you kidding? You're all up in my space. That's personal business. Okay, so ships are coming in. Like, don't worry about it. You don't have to do any extra work, Tina. Okay, but the ships are coming in. We understand that you have an ultimate desire and strength, like fortitude, in developing your abilities. Okay, so that's already kind of just known in the ethers. Okay. That you have this striking force when it comes, you know, when it just comes to sentience. That's why you have the dragon spirit totem right here. Like you're almost upgrading your vehicle from the horse, which looks like the same kind of face that's depicted on the Knight of Swords, like, ugh, scary. Upgrading the vehicle from the dark horse to a freaking dragon. You know how many upgrades that is? Like, who does that? So it's just the awareness of that. Like, I'm in the awareness of it, and so are, like, you know, beyond the veil. So there's no confusion on communication. They've just reiterated it, except elaborated in a form of like what they're just validating the outskirts, that people are scared because they're basically understanding that my gifts are very much engaged. Like, there's no off switch to it. So they're vomiting all sorts of truth. So, like, I know what they did yesterday. There are many yesterdays ago. I just know. And I thought about it. I was like, okay, can I be 100% transparent with another person and talk about their past? Or do I have to save face all the way through because they're uncomfortable in approaching certain topics? Are they worried that are they worried about what I might think of them? Because in general, the majority would consider certain activities or whatever not just unsavory, but like somebody you wouldn't want to associate with ever, just basically outcast. So they've hidden that, they buried it. And I thought, okay, so I understand the fear in that, but is there any way that I can approach it in a way that they don't have to do that with me? And I don't know. When it comes to something as simple as callback, feedback, or whatever, and the gestures of closure on a more expansive form, the signs, yeah, like, I don't know. I get asked, and Spirit's like, you have so much going for you. Like, Jesus is like, you have so much going for you. You like, it's crazy that other people are seeing it, that you're meeting basically for the first time, and they know that you deserve more. They know that. They know that their superiors know that. They know, they know. And so, however they want to label it, I can't take offense to it either. It's just, I'm reminded, not to get too comfortable. Like, my dream state, the triggers to being a visionary and that dream state of bliss should be ultimately reserved for something far larger than what I've invested in. So, there's that. I mean, goodness gracious, you know how many times I got this I just opened this up, the Witch's Tarot, today. It gave me it 2 or 3 times. All in upright. And I keep getting the High Priestess as well, so I'm like, okay, so that's totally legit and valid. I keep getting the Magician here, and I keep getting the Nine of Cups. That's all today. Different deck, of course, obviously. So split the deck. What do you want to say? Oh, Kaiser. It's Spirit. Watching out for me in the underworld, in the underground. Yeah. So, apparently there's... Oh, and the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. The all-access path. Spirit's like, I want you to know that came from me, okay? Yeah, see, it's basically like that, You got one of your own too, Tina, for your dragon spirit totem, your newly engaged, activated vehicle. The dragon. So, that's cool. Top of the deck it's asking for the 2 cards, 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Wands. So size it up correctly, balance it. We're going up to bat twice for ourselves. Just like a backup turn. We have Master number 22 here. I think that's the Master Builder. So that's wonderful because following the Tower card and the ultimatums of truth, it's like certain things need to break down, and so now we have new building blocks. Okay, so now that we've smartened up, we are going to use the Shaman Tarot. Yay! Thanks, Spirit. Okay, what do you want to say, Spirit? What's going on? Okay, we have 7 inverted. It's the Chariot card. Okay. So what this tells me is this is like the horses, there's like no there's no actual chariot. The chariot is depicted as the person, but what is the person riding if there's two horses? So this person is like kind of floating in the air, and it's more about, and it's like right before some sort of like a dream catcher. Yeah, so again, it's managing that dream state. Like, where are you at, Tina? Seriously, where are you at? Yeah. It's an energy check. So we've got 2 of Swords, reminding us of that meditative sport is what I'm hearing. And then, again, 2. Accentuated, the High Priestess. So when I was reading like who is my exclusive clientele, this is partially me. I realized that in hindsight, that partially it's me that's connected to like the stars. Like I know that I'm supposed to be reading for celebrity status. Like I know that with what I'm endowed with, that I am supposed to be reading for them, not on like really a public forum, but privately. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Part of it anyway. It's like, cause I really didn't think that I was reading for the psychics of the stars, even though I know that they visit me. Like, I just know. I know they do. But I know that my destiny is being direct. Like is going direct. So we have master number 22 again, back to back. Like that's insane. Like don't be minding anybody's business and the constructs that we sit upon. Whatever anyone deems to be worthy, like big screen TV or like appliances or whatever. No, you're above that, Tina. The all-seeing eye backs you. So don't mind what anybody says. Like, you know, this is like Alice in Wonderland. You know, like the flowers that are talking to her, like the oversized ones. Yeah, don't mind them. They're kind of like haters. They're just like they just want to get all on your business. They don't really know any better. That's their environment, you know. So it just that's insane. Okay, so. They say that I can reach them. That people understand. And part of that is because I'm so kind like weird and withdrawn. 4 of Wands in reverse. Building roots. It hit back to this deck. So I guess I'm supposed to cut the deck and see what it goes to. Okay, which is what? 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Yeah, so when the environment seems bleak, and this is, I don't know why I'm hearing, my name is Malik, and I'm unique and something, okay, anyway, there's the full moon over here, a pathway to that. So that's the 6th pentacle as far as manifestation. So right now, it's about establishing roots. Okay, this is the origin story, and when we're looking at reciprocation with not looking like there's very much growth in numbers or whatever on the outskirts, what I'm doing here is building roots, like a very strong structure. Like I said, you know, there's a conversion rate that is super successful and abundant when clientele comes in, and those leads are ones that are meant for me. You know, people just kind of warm up to me once they understand my worth. So anyway, that 6th one, it's about the give and take exchange. So upon building those roots, guess what comes up on the top? You know, it just mimics that. Okay, So that's what Jesus wants to say. Okay, so this is good. Everything's looking, positive here. Okay, so this fell on the box again. So we have Knight of Cups and then Three of Cups, muted or inverted. Yeah, so just being happy with your inputs, Tina. Like, celebrate your inputs. Celebrate alone if you have to. It's A-okay, Yeah. That's good. Because okay, if I am to be reading for high profile sentience, that means there's a lot of complexities in a different lifestyle, a different world, often which is not something that they originated with. So anybody can talk about the greatest parties and who they met. They can name drop this and that, but that stuff gets old. People miss the privacy, the grounded nature of oh, I never noticed that in on a caterpillar or whatever. So it's this goes a long way. The Five of Pentacles here. The concept of that for me. Yeah. So bottom of the deck is Eight of Wands. Communication. Higher realms of sentience. High profiles. They want to reach out. They're trying to make contact energetically, but they understand that they can only do so much to motion the forwarding, the progress of me. There's three strong figures here. But somehow they're lifting me up energetically. Okay. Interesting. They're all of the same sentience, okay, species, but they are within different regions, it looks like. There's some similarity to them, but they're coming from different directions of, yeah, that's what it's saying. You know what? I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it by the High Priestess. Okay, right underneath that, annexed to the Emperor Spirit. Okay. 20, Judgment inverted. Excellent. So Tina, they're saying, Tina, you're receiving notification of your karma, of what is to unfold for you in its most brief, concise state. Reiterating it, we're adding a little bit of a little pinch of salt here and there, adding I guess this is a pinch of salt. I meant it for flavor, but they're saying, some people are salty, so I guess that is flavor. A little bit of attitude. So, that's we're just adding more seasoning to what's going on here. Okay. Yeah. So the more in harmony that I am, the more I enable growth. So that root structure is no longer hidden in plain sight. It's it's no longer hidden beneath the surface. The root structure is unraveling to the upper part and expressing growth. So that is wonderful. I think it's bananagrams time, but I'm going to cut through, and it is, see, Queen of Swords in reverse. Why is the Queen of Swords in reverse? What's behind her? Seven of Swords. Behind that, Five of Cups in reverse. So, I think it's saying goodbye to an old way of life, because, again, this is like the business world trying to kind of obsolete me. So it's like saying goodbye to that, okay? And making a steal for it, like being above that ultimately. And, what's before her? Okay. So what they're saying is like eyes on the prize, you know. This is the, like, this is almost like mimicking the arrangement of what's implied here. Okay. So, yeah, making a steal for it. So, it's the Heyoka way almost. So this is an objective point of view, the hangman state of the Queen of Swords. So it's like going Batman mode. You know, it's kind of like the Dark Night of the Soul. You see how dark that is? It's a hangman state blended with the Dark Night of the Soul. It's ultimately standing apart from something in private mode and in public mode. And being able to, like, kind of twist words around, like, dish it back to them as far as the deceit goes, making a steal for it. Like, so they think that they're kind of, like, dishonoring us and entrapping us and snaring us by limiting our opportunities outside of, like, the stable workforce. But ultimately, it's like eyes on the prize of what's already in the coming. Like, there's nobody else that's going to make whatever I'm going to make. Like, nobody can make it like I can. That's the star card right there. Again, in 5 different languages. Interesting. That's what they said. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands in reversal. It's in the coming. The what you call it? Oh, and then top of the deck is the victory is in the coming. But this is King of Cups. So that's Jesus right there, top of the deck. You don't even need to say anything else. You don't need to say anything else, okay? Everything's good right there, okay? Now it's bananagrams time. Bananagrams time. And it's still morning. It's 11:08. How freaking crazy is that? You know, I know I'm 100% right about, I know that I'm supposed to be moving on. I know that I'm not going to get a call back. Like, I know it. Okay, so that was you, and then what fell out of the bag was P. So it's being on the up and up. I have to look up what that means. Yeah. So we have KNEORETEUDXENESTA. Okay. What names do we have here? Dan. Dawn. Pat. Darwin, but it's with an E. Sar, like Tsar. Actually, no, it's TZAR or C. No, it's not T. Okay. Oh, we have star. Silly. Ken, Karen, Wes, Tara, Tony, but it's Tone. Sarah, Nora, let me see here. Weekend? Okay. So I think I'm hearing, look at weekend, here I come, because weekends were made for fun. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This weekend doesn't seem like it's going to be fun. In fact, I'm glad I have somewhat of this time off to prep for it. Like it's kind of in due timing, because I need to like pack up, make sure that I can try to like pack up as much stuff as possible, and to limit the interaction when my ex picks up the rest of his stuff. So that's good. Okay. So that'll be this Saturday, the 22nd. Is it the 22nd? Yeah, the 22nd. So, to my true helpers, I could use your help, because I don't know who's going to be coming in support of that. And you know the deal. You know. In light and love, of course. I could use some help. Okay. So I'm not going to forget about star. Let me see if there's anything else. So next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but I'll mark my calendar for what's next weekend. And I'll clear up some space for that. Yay! Star. I think I see Europe. Oh, again, there's so many final countdowns. Oh, I see Taurus. Yeah, Taurus. Okay. Peter is also here, as well as Pete, obviously. I'm hearing like Pete Rock, so I'm feeling like I need to get a song from him. I don't know what people call it, artists. What is it? So, a musical piece? I don't know. Repeat. Star repeat. That's weird. Oh, you know what? I think I have celebrities who come in, like, as repeats. I mean, I told you, I don't use those apps that tell me who's, like, you know, visiting my social media. Like, I told you, I don't do that, and I won't go back on it. Yeah, I have someone who is a singer. Because I have, like, let me show you, just so that, like, hold on. See, it's like happy eyes, and then the mouth is open. I mean, it could be a bunny rabbit, but that doesn't really symbolize the nose for me. It's more like the T that's kind of like the nose. So it could be like, but I think it's like a singer, somebody who's like a vocalist. Let's say vocalist, okay? Or an orator, like somebody who does like public speaking and is happy with what they do. I mean, it could be like people who are like, I'm not saying a thing. It could be that. But let me see if there's any other place that these letters can go before I finalize. Duo. Weekend duo? Well, that's what it's saying. Let me see here. A double weekend? Is a double weekend like a fortnight? That's 2 weeks, right? I think so. Or is it 20 days? Holy, I don't remember. I think they're saying something about, like, capturing the whole weekend, like reserving it to self. I think that's part of my homework, because when it comes to enjoying that, like in a private, like DIY, custom way, whatever, like regardless of what anybody else thinks, it's going to be my weekend, like a full on my weekend. So I think that's part of the homework in order for things to like be the key turner. So we have U remaining here, which is what we originally started with. And then P. So up, repeat. Gold, repeat. Up, repeat. Up. I think that was initial, so I think I should just put it there. Let me just double check here. I think what it's saying, okay, is as we repeat, like as we go through the practice, it engages our abilities, just kind of fine-tuning them, expanding them at the same time. It's a simultaneous like work of art. So is moving us up to star status, to the point of being able to look at what's next for us, like exclusively for us, not just the output of what we give to the world, but like, you know, the weekend in its like encompassing form. Because the things to look forward to isn't like just a recognition and just a sharing of, you know, what we can do, or how valuable we are, but like the value is fractioning a piece of that for ourselves. So that's, you know, Spirit wants me to help establish the work-life balance. Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's something more to this. I just, give me a second. Oops. Okay, let's get the Witch's Tarot here. Let's put it together. Okay. Any final thoughts on that you would like to reiterate? Okay, I was going to knock on it first. Oh, frick, the Star card. The Star card with, there's a card break. They're saying, like, I break hearts? What? Let me see here. What's behind that? Because it's opening up. Six of Swords, calm. I don't know. I don't see myself like that. But then again, when you look at that, she's looking away from it. So, knowing that I have to stand apart from certain people, it's really for the best, especially with the calm being in the background. Yeah. Because it's just two separate worlds. I don't know what else to say. We have violet daisies falling in the back here, you know, and that's kind of strange to me. Why would I have that combo? So what's behind the star, or like in front of the star anyway, is the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, so I was just about to post something from yesterday onto YouTube, like carry it over, and it was something about inertia. Like I already titled it, and part of it was something about being like at a state of inertia, and how there's like building that crescendo that it's that momentary pause right there of inertia. And I think that's what it's saying here, especially with the Chariot being in reverse right in front of her. It's like kind of a stopping point. Like I have to mind my own business sometimes and do what I got to do, because that's the only way that it'll get done. Being in two separate worlds, there are different responsibilities that I have, and I can't take on, you know, this other reality that brings in this much stuff. So any energy that comes to me, whether that knowingly or not, that it's experiencing this on some type of level, they're presented also in calm waters. So it's addressing the turbulence that's within both myself, you know, knowing that I have to exercise discipline and moving, you know, basically minding my own business, like doing what I need to do, and then also them addressing the turbulence of like what's going on here, because the environment is presenting the opportunity for both of us to see our internal distractions. Because this is like a moth to the flame, basically. This kind of energy. Okay. So there's that. The top of the deck was the Seven of Swords. Ugh, oh my goodness, what? Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like the current pairings nowadays are like one-ups from the universe. To say like, hey, we're going to let you steal a base, basically. We're going to accentuate, like expedite your journey. So it's like making a steal for it. We have this lucky moment in order to do something that's within our power. So it's almost satiating the desire for control, because that's the truth of it here. Yeah, it's just to work on it. to master self. Let me see. Yep, master self. Ah, yeah, right there. So I'm working with also very powerful individuals. My clientele are as well. So that's why you've reached me. All right, I think that's it. But now that this reading is officially over, gotta put this all together. Okay, come on. Okay, now that this reading is officially over, I thank my sponsors and my supporters of all like kinds, providing donations in light and love. They are received and employed accordingly. If you would like, or if you're interested in a reading, do not DM me. That's the number one rule. Do not DM me. Okay. But you can email me. That's cool. I'm down with that. Other than that, if you like what I do and want to support its continuance and its unfolding, then if you find me on Instagram, all you gotta do is look at my bio and click on that link. It'll lead you to my YouTube page. And any one of those readings that you are guided to is exactly the one that you're meant to encounter. In that description box is loads of information, as well as my Venmo ID. If you are not open to further readings, then if you go onto my bio, the About Me page, you'll see my Venmo ID there. Thanks so very much in advance for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work, etc., all of the obvious. And then some. Okay. So now that this reading is officially over, I say fare thee well, and I send you back with your appropriate karmas to helping initiate that sequence. Sending you all back in light and love. I close all portals now.